Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, and before you go to the description and check out the build and everything, this is all about making sure that you have enough ichor before you get to the boss fight. So every time you die at the Executioner, you have to do something special to make sure that you get enough ichor available to actually use Ephemeral Refrain. This is an all-out uh, kind of full-on setup here for the pipe and going for the executioner in the Howling Pit. Now I'm not going to show you the build or anything until the kind of the end, and just enjoy the amount of damage that comes from this. Obviously we're running Heimdall because of Sacrificial Edge there, but just appreciate it, okay?
Looks like quite a
So
maze to me.
you know what's been going
Hello,
on
employee
with
attendant.
the pipes and everything. You know how the interactions work so far. So just uh, just sit back, whoops, relax, and
I hope we
enjoy the
find
show.
more things we can use.
Okay, and we gotta get bridge going, obviously, because that's where the majority of our damage, well, really all our damage comes from, right? Okay, and here, hey, we got lucky. That's very good. Better lucky than good.
That helps.
Oops. Okay. Thank you, Eva. Okay, let's find another anteater boy over
Use your
here,
mind and your form follows.
and hopefully we can get a backstab here. Now remember, these guys are weak to Ice Crush, and so we're able to do very, 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 very well versus these fellas with their Ice Crush weakness, just because of the Hoarfrost pipe. So yes. Okay. Couple of slaps there, and he disappears. Excellent. And as we get over here to this fella, we'll get a backstab going, and hopefully Eva knocks that boy down. Good. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. 2 hits. 2 hits is all it takes. There we go. All right. We are off to a smashing start here. Oh, okay, 3 hits for that guy because we didn't use the heavy attack. There we go. We'll get a nice little parry there.
I've got this.
Okay, we'll slap him in the snout there. I
This
hope
is a
you are
dangerous place
appreciating
to fight.
exactly how much damage is
We
coming out of
should
this
get a
thing,
decent
and we're
view
not
and
even
climb
full
up
up
from
with
here.
Ephemeral Refrain to actually go into max damage. So it actually goes even higher than where we're at currently. Let's go ahead and heal, even though we were at 28 ichor there on our cap. That's okay. We'll be able to continue getting more along the way here. Now, that is the problem with what we're running here, is that we don't have above 20 to go for
Remember how
Eva
awkward
outright.
this?
Excuse me. And that kind of is an issue, but
Looks
it's
like the
not
water
as
has been
big of
drained.
an issue as you might actually think.
I feel a
Because
lot lighter now.
before a boss fight and
Something's
such,
nearby.
you can definitely go
Attend.
for, whoops, I showed you the build
I'm
there.
going in.
Don't pay attention to the screen. But there are ways that you can obviously get ichor before, hi Eva, before boss fights and such. And that's great and all, but you definitely want to be um, getting as much ichor in backstabs as you can on these big kind of enemies um, where they don't really pose too much of a threat overall. And because our pipe is not super effective against this guy, we definitely want to um, make sure that we just go for as much ichor as we can because of what we run into in the other places here. So
Looks
definitely in
like
our
this
best interest
contraption worked too.
to go
Thanks.
for as many backstabs here, go for as much ichor as we can before we get into these other fellas and stuff. And you can see there a couple of slaps and the guy's down like half health and stuff already. Okay, let's go for a little bit more ichor there. Good. We'll go for Cleansing Light. Make sure that we have that running and active. Whoops, too early, but thank you, Eva. I'm gonna kill him first. Yep, figured as much. Okay, so let's go for a couple of ichor strikes here to get as much ichor back as we can before we get over to the other boy. Oh, that was a good ichor strike there. We got a bunch of ichor from all the slimes as we ran our claws and everything across it. Okay, so here let's go for a couple of ichor concentrates here.
Thanks.
Okay, good. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. Good. And we'll go for Eva now. Okay, so now we are finally at full max power here.
You see that already.
Remember, these guys are very difficult. Okay. Okay, good. And those guys are absolutely devastating. They can take you down exceptionally quick and exceptionally fast. So they are no joke. But we definitely didn't have too many problems there overall. But that's okay. Can I hit this thing up here? Looks like Eva can. Okay, let's knock this guy off the edge. Okay, and let's go for Cleansing Light. Slow that down a little bit. Okay. Can't hit this fella. Let's see if we can strike him. Our hounds? Nope. Okay. So anyways, we will definitely need a Bridge to Glory, and we will need some backstabs and such. So let's head up here to this fella and get him all ichored up here for us. So you can see that versus that big anteater fella, the water guy with the stun bubbles, we absolutely destroyed him quickly. And let's see here before it runs out. 3037. Wonderful, wonderful stuff for the pipe to be able to run above 3000, where last time when we were in the dried up trenches, we weren't even above 2000. So you can see that the pipe can go extremely high and in very, very, very crazy ways. So kind of tipped my hand there with the Heimdall, but the pipe gets super, super amazing when you go for Eva and Heimdall at the same time. Now it is kind of a very difficult kind of a set, because you have to pair very, very specifically here to make sure that you have everything necessary, and you have to always be going for, you know, a huge amount of backstabs overall, because that's where your ichor recovery is coming from, and it's where your ichor increasing the cap is coming from, because you can't go for Eva outright. And so in order to actually get enough ichor to actually be usable overall, you have to go for Eva, and you have to go for Sacrificial Edge at the same time, which is a huge ichor cost to yourself. And so you really have to watch it in how you play it, and especially like this, how you have everything active like this. But you can see, oh, I was gonna say, you can see versus that ball there that you can take it down in just a couple of hits, but I didn't actually strike it fast enough. So if we go for the heavy attack first, and like this, there we go, and then it goes down, and bridge is over. But because of Sacrificial Edge, we still have 1290, so that's very, very nice. But then we use bridge, and we're able to do really, 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 really good damage. But it is all about the pipe in this scenario. Oh, and I'm focused. Okay, let's go for a launch then. We might as well. So 10,361 for a launch, which is absolutely bonkers for the pipe. So definitely in your best interest to be going for pipe launches when you get to this phase of the game, where you can actually put all of these damaging abilities together here and actually do some fun stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal because we don't want to be caught off guard here in any way. And we'll go for a backstab first, and then we'll go for some beat downs here overall. Good. And then we got this fella here. Maybe we can get him before Sacrificial Edge runs out. Whoops. Okay. Oh, ouch. Sacrificial Edge is over. So that's pretty bad, because that's a huge part of our damage. That's 1800 of our damage that we are going for is coming from Sacrificial Edge. So it's in our best interest to try and keep it active at all times. Okay, this fella's up here. I guess Eva's really excited to go fight him, so let's go get some Ichor in the meantime. Hopefully we throw him into the pit. Okay, goodbye. So that's nice. That's fun. But you can see that when you have Heimdall active, you absolutely can do wonderful, wonderful things. Just because of the fact that you're so able and readily available to get damage whenever you want, because you either have Bridge or you have Sacrificial Edge to use kind of whenever you need to, and it makes for some just crazy damage here in the Howling Pit. And you can go for this obviously with any pipe that you have. You can go for it regular, and the nice thing about this is you can go for this in complete stock. There's nothing DLC about this except for the Daybreak Thunderfang being alleviated here, but you could go for the Fortified Noble Silver and just have a little bit less damage there. About 100 less damage overall that you would yield from that. So we're trying to go for as much as we can while still maintaining quick mobility. What that would mean though is if you got rid of the Daybreak Thunderfang to go for the Noble Silver, you would be able to get rid of Revenant's Ambition and go for something else. Now I wouldn't say, you know, go for Swift Destruction or something, but you might want to go for Survival Instinct, because you can see that most of the time you're below half health, or at least you're getting down below half health at certain points because of Sacrificial Edge. So for the boss fight, we'll do that, so you guys can see what a complete stock kind of pipe setup here. There's nothing DLC about this. I guess Modest Offering is DLC, so Restorative Offering is what you would put here. But if you're going all out damage and everything, you'd probably want to go for Concentration, just to make sure that you have all the stamina reduction in the world possible. Okay, so this is now complete stock pipe build, except for the pipe itself. If we were to actually just go for the pipe, the regular pipe itself, we would only lose out on 20% damage, so it's not you know, incredible the amount of damage that we're missing it on. So don't think that just because you don't have the DLC 2 to get the Hoarfrost pipe, you're not going to be able to do what this can do here. So keep that in mind, okay? And here, Tirelessness, go for this. Like, that's 12 extra, that's good enough. Okay, and let's go for the kill here on the Executioner, and hopefully we can do it. And hopefully we can do it in one go here. There's obviously no guarantee either way in how we go about getting into the fight, but it's in our best interest here to see just how good we can do with Eva here. Okay, and we have to go for one more. Good. And heal. Good. Go for Eva. Okay, and then here go for morale boost, and go for that. And then go for Tirelessness and this, and here we go for stamina booster and this. Okay, good, and this. Okay, and let's go. Okay, so you can see this is complete stock what we have running except the pipe, so keep that in mind. Okay, here we go. Okay, doing pretty good here. Okay, pretty good first round there overall. Definitely not, you know, a game ending or anything, but that went pretty well. Whoops. Okay. Let's get in there so we can get some extra damage. Okay. Now she should stagger here at some point. Okay. Oh, no way. One strike away. Oh, so close. So close. But you can see that that actually
Good morning.
does exceptionally well for the first phase. Second phase, you know, you do have a little bit of damage reduction in that 10% crush, but overall, you're able to
I won't
do
be long.
very well with this kind of setup. So again, if you had just the regular pipe of thraldom, you'd be able to do the same exact thing. It would just take you a few more strikes in the second phase, but
I've got
you
you
would
covered.
still be able to
Fight
do
however you're
basically
comfortable.
exactly what we have here. Okay, so let's go
You're
for
awfully
this
tough.
again, and hopefully we can. Whoops, that was a super mistake there. Okay, probably should just go back and reset because it's going to be
Just
pretty
watch.
bad here overall, because we have to do so many blood sacrifices here and so many heals that will probably run out of heals along the way here, but that's okay.
Offer up this body.
Okay, good. She's offering up the body. That's perfect. Okay, and morale boost.
You're thoughtful.
Good, and then tirelessness. There we go. And then these guys. And we have 6 ichor available to us, which is good for nothing really, so keep that in mind. Alright. Hello, my dear. Oh, and we're dead. That's a reset. I thought we were going to be able to stagger her there at the beginning of the fight, but just wasn't the case. So that's where this comes into some issue, is just the fact that it is high risk, high reward overall, because you have to seriously get the damage out on her as fast as possible, while at the same time having really good dodges everywhere. But overall, it really does really good work versus her, just because she's weak to, or not weak to, but she's neutral to crush and ice, and since the Hoarfrost pipe is exactly that. But this is kind of how you know, you can chew through
Thanks.
111 HP, 111,000 HP in a boss, kind of in one sitting, very quickly, and pretty easily actually, to all things considered here. Uh, But you know, it's not game-ending damage, obviously, but it's definitely very good damage. Um,
I'm going
but
in.
it's not like, well, because you can do this, obviously you can just destroy anything in the game with it. But that's not really true. But you know, it definitely does have its place and its opportunities here. Okay, and then back to tirelessness. Good. Okay. So yeah, this build is pretty crazy overall, and we are at 2873, and it's going to get more as soon as we get Survival Instinct to kick in below half health here. Oh, there we go, we're dead. And you can see that the damage reduction now is significant just because we lost Sacrificial Edge. We can still get her to half health there, but it's nothing exceptional. So we'll have to dodge in the first go. But that is where this is where the pipe really truly does shine the brightest, is in these boss fights, because you can set it up, you know, in this kind of a way. Now, if we go for the Daybreak Thunderfang, we do get, remember, obviously, a little bit more damage. So we'll go for as much damage as we can possibly, uh, you know, handle here, to make sure that we're actually getting, you know, your money's worth out of DLC 2 and DLC 3, in order to make this actually come to fruition here. But Sacrificial Edge is a fantastic gift for piping, especially if you are going for Eva
Thanks.
as well, because you get that huge boost in light value, while at the same time getting the 1800 damage from Sacrificial Edge basically outright, and it also helps your backstabs and everything. So it really does put in really good work overall. Regardless of what you're trying to do and go for, it's a fantastic combination that does exceptionally well. Okay, and let's go for morale boost. And now we are running 3037 as we were before, and as soon as we get below half health, we'll go up to about 3500 or so. Okay, so let's head on in here. Now we're normal mobility, but that's okay. Okay, and she should stagger here. There we go, we got her into a stagger. Okay, now she should go pretty hard here. There we go. Alright, very good. And now that we will be at half health here pretty soon, we should be able to get, oh no, that was horrible to get hit there. Eva's probably gonna die. Okay, I'm probably gonna die. No, don't slide. Stop sliding. Okay, there we go. And yeah, you can see that the damage kicked in there a little bit from the survival instinct, and we got about 500 or 600 more. But yeah, we almost got it flawless there, but not quite. Had to get hit by the bubble for whatever reason, but that's okay. It still is a great setup overall to go for, and having almost 4,000 damage on the pipe per strike, and having the ability to dodge very well, either quick or either quick mobility or normal mobility is really good setup to have, just because of the fact that you're trying to get quick strikes off of the pipe, and your dodge with the pipe does 105% of your damage. So it's actually a really good way to start your attack string, is by starting with a dodge ability, for example, like this, because it runs you into the enemy first, and it closes the distance. And even if you dodge backwards like this, you can retaliate to the enemy in that kind of fashion. Now, let's see here. The pipe, the pipe has a 120% on the heavy attack, yeah, and 115% on the alternate light attacks. So this guy here, it's 115%, and this guy here is 120%, and you can see there that it's the highest value, 129. And if we, let's see, where is the blood sacrifice? So let's go down a little bit here and get a couple of things going, so you can see just where we're at, just stock. So we're at 1780, just in basic value here. And when you do this, 2563, that's pretty good, and 2456. So these two attacks, if you do many attacks overall, you can get very high damage out on the enemy whenever you need to. And if you do that again, you can see that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 attacks. So pretty good there overall to get 13 attacks, and at that 20% increase to your damage really puts in good work with concentration active. And if you have Sacrificial Edge going, this absolutely gets crazier here. So let's put this here and morale boost here, since we don't have Eva. Okay, and if we go for, instead of tirelessness, because we want to see what one stamina bar goes for here, this. Okay, and you'll see just how kind of ridiculous the pipe can actually get. And we'll go for the stamina boosters and everything here. Okay, Good. And we'll go for this. Good. And we should have enough time there. Okay, and we are at 419 stamina, and we'll wait for Sacrificial Edge to kick in here at, I guess we can just go for another one. And where are we at? 2980? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Almost to damage cap there. And if we had the other stamina booster, we probably would have been able to get there. So let's go for that again. And here we go. Okay. And it's pretty hilarious that that the pipe can actually do this, and you can actually get it to be these high of values, kind of at will whenever you need it to, and it's pretty hilarious that that's even possible. Okay, so here we go, and we are up to full 2980. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So yeah, 20 attacks, and you can get almost to damage cap. You're about 14, you're about let's see, three attacks away from being at damage cap there. And let's see, probably you could go for more stamina here, but it probably wouldn't get it will not, absolutely not get you 3 more strikes, but it can get you pretty close there overall. But it does some pretty good work here, to say the least. And if you went for regular attacking instead of the um, higher damage value on the strike there, you'll see that it definitely does make a difference here in how your damage scaling turns out to be here. Okay, good, and that's good enough. Okay, and let's just go for the regular strikes. Okay. And you can see that we're not doing 4,500 or so, but we're able to get the damage out much faster. And there we did hit damage cap. So you can because of the fact that you're able to get a huge amount of attack, a huge amount of damage on the enemy. In these kinds of weird, wacky, different kinds of ways here. The regular attacking pattern does exceptionally well when paired up here with Sacrificial Edge and everything. And you can see you can almost get the damage cap pretty much any way with the pipe here. And if you had Eva, you would get there even that much faster, because you'd be up over the almost 4,000 mark for that. Let's actually see what we get to with Eva. Let's see, where should we go? Sure, let's go here, and we'll see exactly what Eva can get up to, um, as a fully paired up, kitted out setup here with survival instinct and everything active all at once. Okay, and let's see. This will be
Thanks for the help today.
Eva. Yep, and this will be this. Okay, and for right now, we'll just do this, and we'll see where we land with Eva, so we can see what we were doing in that fight with the Executioner, so we can kind of get a good appreciation for what we have at our fingertips here, how much damage that actually grants us overall. Okay, and here we go. Let's go ahead and heal. Good. There we go. Okay, And, whoops. I didn't want to heal there, so we'll do that. We'll go for Eva, and then we'll go for some blood sacrifices here to drop us below our half health here. Okay, that's good enough. And then morale boost. Good. And then our stamina stimulant. And we are at 3037. And as soon as our halfway mark kicks in here, we will jump significantly. So there we go. About 500 more. So that's a really good amount to jump there at any given time. So you can see here just how we go for this fella. So 3 hits, and that guy went down, and that guy is very tough overall. And let's head over here to the big lady and see how we do for her. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a backstab. Okay. I wasn't feeling the backstab there too much. Let's go for some attacks here. Okay, and you can see there that we got to 30,000 damage very fast. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal. And that's just how absolutely crazy the pipe can get, is that in these niche kind of scenarios where you're, you know, designed and set up and specified to do things a certain way, you can absolutely get some craziness built into the pipe here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You learned something about Heimdall and how it can be actually a light gifting monster overall, having a mind, and having 1753 here. And if you go for the fortified and the intensified, you can even get more. And if you go for Revenant's Ambition, you do drop a little bit there, but you're still at normal mobility. So you could go for Revenant's Ambition and the intensified, and you could have 1603 all the time, running an A mind on Heimdall here, which is pretty good to say the least. And you know, getting up over 3500 damage on the pipe is just absolutely ridiculous. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, learned something about the pipe and how to build it, and with Eva here by our side to make that even worse and crazier. So we'll see you guys tomorrow in the cathedral.